Believe it or not, this may be in my top 3 horror films of 2023. Let me tell you why. Today we're going to be talking about Cobweb. An 8-year-old boy tries to investigate a mysterious knocking sounds that are coming from the inside of his walls of his house, unveiling a dark secret that his sinister parents have kept hidden from him. I knew nothing about this movie. I opened up a Hulu subscription to watch the Hellraiser remake that came out last year for my 31 on 31. So I had it open and I found out about this movie Cobweb. I saw it. I'm like, let me give it a shot. And I was surprised that this film was actually released earlier this summer. It was released the same weekend as Oppenheimer and Barbie, and it completely flopped. I don't know whose decision it was to open and film during that week, but they need to be fired. So I was able to catch it, and it's actually in my top 3 scary movies of 2023. And let me explain why. First and foremost, if you do watch this film, I don't want you going in thinking this is going to be a traditional horror movie. This is more in the realm of fantasy, fairy tale, horror themed stories. Go with that approach. Because if you're going in expecting a barbarian experience, something grotesque and violent, you're not going to get that. This film, what it does brilliantly by director Samuel Bowden, never heard of him, but I'm gonna keep an eye on him. This film is told through the lens of a child right now that is terrified of the world. He's getting bullied at school. He's got parents that are acting awfully eerie and strange, and he's scared of his house. So everything that's important to him is creeping him out, and it's told in a visually stunning way. Stylistically, this is probably my favorite movie of 2023 because every frame and every shot, especially in his room or in the house, all the shots are mid-level, similar to what his eye viewpoint is, and also from a lower angle. So it's all told through the lens of a child. How large and scary the world can actually be, especially when the people that you love and the places that you're supposed to feel safe in, you don't get that. His parents are creepy as hell. Carol and Mark, played by Anthony Starr and Lizzie Kaplan, they are incredibly eerie and just off. And they come off with these scary performances that are not over the top scary, but they're just eerie, where you're just like, what's going on here? And especially if you're a child who's supposed to trust these people, you're just like, are they going to turn on me? What's going on? There's this constant feeling of being on the edge. The entire time I was watching this film, I was on the edge of my seat because I didn't know what was going to happen next. As moviegoers and as film critics, we watch these movies and we are expecting the same typical beats and cliches that we see in all these films. But when they take those cliches and beats and just tweak them a little bit and done in the right atmospheric setting, it's done wonderfully well, and this movie took me by surprise. And I can't say enough about Anthony Starr and Lizzie Kaplan, who are the parents in this film. You have suspicions that they've done something horrible, maybe they're murderers or psychopaths, and that is never really confirmed, but just how they behave in normal situations comes off-putting. And even as a moviegoer, you're watching it thinking, what's going to happen next? Because it's so unpredictable. There is a sequence in the third act, again, no spoilers here, but I was literally on the edge of my seat to find out what was going to be unveiled. Again, we've been hearing these knocks on the wall. Are they going to follow the typical same cliches that we've seen in The Boy and People Under the Stairs? And I was pleasantly surprised at what they delivered. I enjoyed that. I was shocked. The film has a heavy Halloween atmosphere, and I love that. This film should have been released in October. I would have been there day one to watch it because I said in many of my videos, if there's a pumpkin or anything in the background that sells a Halloween theme, I'm sold. I love it. Very atmospheric. It has that fall setting. I have a strong feeling this is going to be similar to the Trick or Treat film that came out in 2007 that now has a cult following. This may follow that same trend where it flopped in the theater, but again, through word of mouth, people loved it. And that is why I recommend you go see Cobweb. You can rent it right now on Hulu for like a few bucks. Check it out. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video if you haven't done so already. I would really appreciate that. And I want to thank again my new 250 subscribers that have found my channel because of my 31 on 31 appearance. A lot of hard work went into that, and I am going to continue to ride this momentum and give you more videos just like I'm doing right now. Thanks again, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.